Good evening, everyone. We will begin the evening service of the Miroku Association headquarters, expressing our gratitude to God and Meishu-sama for the permission and protection granted while participating today in God's divine plan of constructing paradise on this earth. Let us pray together the Amatsu-Norito, the Prayer of Heaven, followed by the Miroku Prayer. Please stand. Taka-ama arani kanzumarimasu. Kaurogi kamuromi no mikoto mochite. Sumemi hoya kamu isana no mikoto. Tsukushi no imuka no tachi hana no. Odo no ahagi harani misogi harai tamo. Toki ni narimaseru. Arai dono kamitachi moro moro no. Magakoto tsumike gare o. Arai tamai kiyome tamae toma osukoto no yoshi o. Amasu kami kunitsu kami yaho yorozu no kami tachi tomo ni are no fuji koma no mimi furitatete kikoshime seto kashikomi mo maosu. Miroku o mikami mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Miroku o mikami mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Oshie miyoyan shino kami mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Oshie miyoyan shino kami mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Kom nagara tamachi haemase. Kom nagara tamachi haemase. Great God of light, creator and giver of all life, in accordance with your divine will, the long age of night draws to an end. Your radiant divine light, shining ever more brilliantly, awakens the dawn of the glorious age of light, a time long awaited by all humanity. We thank you for guiding us to your divine plan and for the privilege of channeling and receiving Johrei. May our spirits and bodies be illuminated and purified as we live your truth given to us by Meishu-sama. Make us pure and effective instruments of your divine light, so that we may serve you and all those with whom we come in contact. May paradise on earth be realized, with health, peace, and prosperity, a reality in our lives. Great God of light, bless and protect us. Radiate our souls with your divine light, so that we may truly become instruments of your great plan. Please be seated. We will now receive group Johrei.
May God and Meishu-sama bless you.
Johrei is now concluded. We will now listen to a reading from Meishu-sama's teachings. Honesty. Honesty is a true treasure, far more priceless than any earthly treasure. I am now spreading the divine teachings of God so more and more people may be awakened to truth and become truly honest in order to help others become more virtuous and honest. Those who serve must first rid themselves of all insincerity. I have been honest since childhood. I could not tell a lie. When I was young and starting out in business, I was often told, an honest man like you will not be successful. You have to learn how to tell lies if you want to be successful. In the business world, I too thought so then. For a short period of time, I tried to do my best to lie, but it was sad. I was so miserable that I couldn't stand it. My life became dark, and my days were all unpleasant. Being a merchant, lying should have been useful for me in business, but somehow it didn't help. Finally, I made up my mind to remain honest to the end. From then on, results were unexpectedly good. The business world trusted me, so I succeed by leaps and bounds. Later, when I left the world of business to concentrate on my spiritual work, I remained true to my decision to live by the principle of honesty. Naturally, the results have been good. In the beginning, I was misunderstood, criticized, and harassed. Yet, despite all the ups and downs in my life, people's trust in me did not drop. I believe strongly, even now, that this was due to the merit of honesty.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining the Miroku Association headquarters evening service. You also for continuing praying for world peace, for victims of wars, as well as natural disasters and man-made disasters. This evening, I want to share with you the faith experience of Maria Aparecida da Silva from Mato Grosso do Sul, Brazil. Maria Aparecida had a franchise of a fitness food industrial kitchen in partnership with her sister. 3 years ago, she was struggling with depression, felt lonely, and had many negative thoughts. When the pandemic arrived, the demand increased so much that they hired a chef. This chef was punctual and organized, and Maria Aparecida was surprised when the chef asked if she could take care of cleaning their bathroom. One day, the chef offered her Johrei and briefly talked to her about our church. Days later, she asked the chef to channel Johrei again. Thus, Maria Aparecida started receiving Johrei regularly at their workplace. After some time, the chef got a new job in a public agency and left the franchise. Maria Aparecida was happy for her, but faced financial difficulties because their kitchen sales had dropped significantly, and they couldn't afford to keep paying her. In March of 2021, feeling deeply sad, Maria Aparecida called her friend and former employee, who told her to go to our church immediately. When she arrived there, she was welcomed by a member who advised her to receive 3 Johrei sessions per day for a month. After a week, Maria already felt calmer. People noticed that she was smiling again, and they commented on her change. After a few weeks, she talked to the minister and reflected on the need to give back the kindness she had received. She decided to be of service to others. She began taking membership classes and in July of 2021, she received the Ohikari Sacred Focal Point. She started channeling Johrei, dedicated herself to serving, cleaning, and taking care of the Johrei Center's garden. Her husband started accompanying her to the church, and in September of last year, he also joined our movement. Today, they serve together in the divine work. They then decided to close the kitchen business. Currently, Maria Aparecida works as a massage therapist with a good client base, and her husband works as a construction worker. She no longer experiences the symptoms of depression, and their financial situation is stable. She realized that the purification process was necessary for her to find the path and practice of our faith. Maria expresses her deepest gratitude to God and Meishu-sama for the blessings and protection received. She intends to serve the grand work of salvation more and guide as many people as possible. Thank you very much for attending this evening service and for listening to this faith experience. I wish you a most wonderful week.
This brings to a conclusion this evening service. Thanks everyone for joining us, and we wish you a very blessed evening.